Woo! Thank y'all for joining me, Danae, to the podcast of the Hair and Beauty Sanctuary. This is going to be our first episode. Yes, I'm so glad we have finally put this together. You have no idea how hard this has been for me. Anybody who knows me, I have been talking about this forever. Today, I wanted to start on April 19th. And the reason why I wanted it to start on April 19th is because it's my mother's birthday. And the beauty industry is one of the industries that is so near and dear to me because she started it back in the 70s. Can you believe that? The 70s. And I remember when she first said that she was going to go to school for cosmetology. My mom was a very, very fancy lady, very fancy. Always had nice clothes and, she always loved fashion and hair and things like that. So one day she went to go to school and it was called, I think it was ABC, American Beauty College. And when she went in the school, they turned her away. They told her that she could not apply to the school. And they told her that she needed to go to the school down the street. She walked out very defeated. And then when she went down to that other school, she noticed that it was a black school. And, she was like, well, I don't want to go here because I already know how to do, black hair. She marinated on it and then she went back to the school. She went back to that school like 3 times. And the third time, she met with the lady. Her name was Miss Coffee. And she sat with her and she said, you are one determined lady. And she said, I'm going to do something that we've never done before. And she said, we're going to accept you into our school. And my mom was very puzzled at first because she didn't understand, well, why was it so difficult? And she was just like, because we normally don't accept anyone of color into our school. Well, 9 months later, my mom was the first African-American woman to graduate from that school. So it was just like a chain of command. It was just like everybody just started coming and, it just started a whole revolution, which I think is wonderful. And this is why I love this industry. And so this is, for me, like a journey for me. Because like I said, I feel like I have a voice. This is something that is needed to be said, that I have something to give back, something that I need to say. So don't look at this as anything political because it's not. It's just to improve our industry. Just a little bit about the journey. The Hair and Beauty Sanctuary came to me one day when we was at work talking. And I just feels like I'm always talking. And everybody's always like, Danae, you are always dropping gems. You're always doing this and you're always doing that. You're always saying this and saying that. And for so long, it's hard sometimes when you don't have a voice. Have you ever felt like you've never had a voice? Like somebody has always kept you down or felt like, oh, just be quiet. Well, let me give you a story. Back in 2012, when my journey started as an educator with my company that I work for at Ulta, I had became an educator, and during that time, we had an assignment to do, which was about on your 5-year-old self. And a lot of people were like, gosh, I can't remember what happened to me when I was 5. I was like, well, I didn't really have any trauma when I was 5. So I just started thinking, what was going on with me when I was 5? My dad was a military. He was in the Navy. So we traveled around, and we were living in Gulfport, Mississippi. That was my first time ever experiencing anything racial or anything, like that. Back then, I always felt like people always kept my voice down because I didn't talk like everyone else. So people would make fun of me because of how my voice sounded. They always said, you sound funny, you talk funny, you talk different. And I would hear it from all the kids, all the other kids, all the black girls would be like, you look funny, you talk funny. Oh, you think you this because you got long hair and you dress like this, because I didn't act like they did, or I didn't look like how, quote unquote, how you're supposed to be. It was just odd, just very strange, and I just didn't understand that. So for me, I expressed that during my time in the class. And as I'm telling this in the class, and Mr. Johnny had told me to come to the front of the class, and he told me that I have a voice. It is hard for me to sit here and do this is very inspirational, because I do have a voice, and I want to share it with you all. I have been in this business for 33 years, and I want to share with everyone my journey. And I thank God that I'm able to do that. And I want everyone to know that this is going to be a safe podcast, and it's going to be a happy one. So don't think these tears are because I'm sad or I'm not grateful, because I am. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. But the one thing that's happening is that there's some things in our industry that are changing, and I want to be that voice to help the change. I want to be that voice for us, for the change. And I want you all to come with me and be that voice as well. And I hope you love this podcast, and I know you will love it. I know you will love it. And not only will you love it, you're going to tell your friends about it. The Hair and Beauty Sanctuary. And like I said, it is the safest place you will be able to come and talk about the things that is going on in your business. Anything in the beauty industry, whether it's good or bad. This is going to conclude our first episode. And let me tell you, I thank everyone who has been with me through this whole journey, and all the people who have helped me through my career. And the next episode is going to be even better, because I'm going to have a guest, and we're going to have fun. And when you meet her, you are going to absolutely fall in love with her. It's going to be a secret. It's going to be a surprise. So when she comes on, you will meet her, and we're going to have all the goods for you. So thank you. Have a good evening. I love you all. And please, please tell all your friends to subscribe to the Hair and Beauty Sanctuary. Thank you so much. Have a good night.